Hello, my name is Hannah McDonald, and I will be focusing on the RN market for this project. A little background on the RN market is that it's in Fresno. It's an Asian-based supermarket. So it sells traditional Asian pieces of culture like food, religious items, and just a bunch of other goods that follow traditional Asian culture. So for this interview, I interviewed these two lovely ladies. Here on the left is Tiffany, and here on the right is Z. So they both have been working at the market for at least over 5 months. So they are very knowledgeable about what's going on, everything that is happening around the market. So they are able to give me enough detail to create this project. So to start with is, does the RN market maintain Asian tradition or does it transform it? So short answer is yes. In depth, it does maintain it because it keeps a healthy worker and shopper atmosphere. So within the shop, it is filled with mostly Asians. The shoppers are Asian themselves, and also the workers are Asian, or there's people who are Asian supporters. And when I say Asian supporters, I'm talking about people who are affiliated with Asians, whether it's somebody who's married to an Asian, somebody who's friends with an Asian, just that type of thing going on. And the other thing about how it maintains Asian culture is the items can be a part of Asian culture. So whether the food there can be a piece of a recipe of Asian culture, a traditional Asian dish, or like I said earlier before, they sell religious items that can help maintain a certain Asian culture. And just being around other Asians can also maintain Asian culture. Being around those who belong to the same culture as you can help one feel a part of their culture. Next is, how do the workers feel? Now, in my report, I talked about an incident that happened to one of the young ladies while they were working at a non-Asian establishment. And it was a very awful story, and it involved anti-Asian hate. So both of them agreed that they do feel rather safe working at the RN market because it is mainly involving Asian, or at least Asian supporters. And just being around people who, like I said before, are of the same culture as you, it makes you feel recognized and comfortable and just understood. Because if you say somebody went to Walmart to get a piece of their culture, and this goes for all cultures, if you go to Walmart to get a piece of your culture, it may not be there because Walmart is just for the general population. They're not going to sell your exact pieces of your culture. So the workers here, they feel like they can just be safe. They're in a safe space. They're surrounded by those who support them or understand them. And they don't face a lot of anti-Asian hate. The conclusion, how do these Asian-based establishments help Asian communities in Fresno? So like I said before, these spaces are great for keeping Asians comfortable, especially with the COVID pandemic going on and all of the anti-Asian hate that's happening. So being around other Asians, they do feel comfortable, they feel understood, they feel recognized, they feel safe. It's just a really great space. And this goes for all cultures too. Having a store that specifically is for your culture is just a really big step for Fresno. It helps create inclusivity, you know? The next is establishment helps maintain traditions. So, like I said, it sells traditional Asian items. So it will keep their tradition going on in their family. This is the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed watching and reading my report.